Okay, in the previous video I downloaded two variables from Economatica, quarterly data of the Mexican stock market of all active firms. Then I'm gonna now process that data in Stata. Then I'm gonna open Excel. Then I'm gonna open those files that I saved them. Then I'm gonna click Abrir Equipo, and then I'm gonna look for those files. I save them here in this folder. I gotta select the archivos txt, the texto. Then the file that I saved them is act.dot and pass.dot. Okay, and pass.dot. Then I'm gonna open at the act.dot file. I'm gonna click open, and I'm gonna click next. Just make sure. Sometimes it is if you click comma and if you see the separator, that's correct. Sometimes you're gonna try punto y comma. It depends on the configuration of your computer. But is the separator, but usually is a comma. Then just make sure you have the lines that every column is separated. Then just click siguiente. Then just click finalizar. Then here you're gonna see the file that you downloaded from Economatica, or every row is a quarter, right? And every column you have, in one column you have the activos totales of one company. And here you can see this is the name of the variable. For all of the columns is the same, and here is the name of the company, or the symbol of the company. Okay, then here we're gonna do something before we process in this data. We're gonna delete the first 4 rows that we do not need them. I'm gonna click eliminar, and then here I'm gonna just type whatever. No, sorry, here not. Here that is empty. I'm gonna just type any value. Here that doesn't matter which value, or you can just copy the first one here. I can put, for example, this was just to make sure that this is not part of 1995. Just put a value there. Then here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the name here. I'm gonna click OK. I'm gonna put a formula. It's gonna be equal to double quotes. I'm gonna type exactly the same name of the file act.dot. Make sure you type exactly the same name. Then the underscore. Then close the double quotes. Click then the ampersand. Then it's a concatenation. You're gonna concatenate the act.dot underscore and the name of the company. Then I'm gonna click here. It's gonna be B2 in this case. Then if I do that, then in this cell I will have now the name of the variable underscore and the name of the stock. Then I'm gonna do that the same for all the columns. Then you can just type copy, Control C. Then with Shift, Control, and the right arrow, I can go to the end to select all the columns. I have many columns because I have many companies. And once I do that, then just Control V or just pegar. Okay, but not valores, just pegar. Just click pegar. Okay, or Control V. Then I have now. Just make sure you have, for all the columns, you have act.dot underscore and the name of the stock. Okay, before you close this one, what you gotta do it now, actually you are set now. You are set. Just make sure you have all the columns correctly specified. You make sure you have the same name of the variable at the same name of the file. Okay, this is just for allowing a Stata program to integrate the data sets in only one. Then I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna save it. It says algunas características. You just click OK, and now it is saved. But since that is saved in txt or text file, then the formulas are going to be gone, but that doesn't matter. I just need this information, right? Then I want to close this one. I want to click no because I already saved the file. Then I'm going to do exactly the same for the other variable, that is pasivos totales or pastot. Then this one I'm going to do it a little bit faster because I already explained how to do so. Then it's going to be pastot, and click OK, click coma, siguiente, finalizar. I'm going to delete the first 4 rows. Then here just type any quarter. Then I'm going to type equal to, this one is pastot. Then I'm going to type underscore, double quote, the ampersand, and I'm going to click this one. Then now I'm going to do a copy, Control C, and then Shift Control right arrow to select all the columns of this row, and then I'm going to click pegar. Then I have, just make sure you have from 1995 to 2013, that's correct. And then I'm going to click save. I'm going to click OK. Then I already have the files ready. Then I'm going to click no. Then I want to close Excel. Then I'm going to go to Stata. And before going to Stata, I'm going to download the code of the Stata code that I need. Go to Material, go to Final Project here, Final Project, then download this one, Código Ejemplo, okay, descargar, save it in your computer, then go to Stata, go to the editor, then click OK, then open the file that you just downloaded, this one, okay. You can save this one as a different name in your Dropbox, for example. Save it here, example, to integrate text files, okay. Then here just make sure you have the same path where you save the text files. In this case was this path, Final Project, data. In this case I downloaded the files here, then I just click here, just Control copy, just go back to the Stata editor. I'm gonna change this, Control V. Then I'll have the folder where I downloaded the data, the text files. Then here I'm gonna just delete this. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna use only the simple name of the files. This is just a comment, but just to then this is an example that I can name the file whatever name I want, but in this case I'm gonna keep the name simple, just the name of the file .txt. Then for now I only have 2 variables, that is actot and pastot. Then I'm gonna change the list. Here is a cycle. I'm gonna explain generally what this code does. This code integrates many different TX files into only one panel dataset. Okay. Then in this case you can put a long list of variables depending of the variables you need to analyze. But for now I only have 2 variables, and I'm gonna just change, I'm gonna just move or delete this. I'm gonna just keep only two because I only have two data txt files already processed in the format I want. And what I want to do here, I'm going to delete the BMB that I do not need. Then this is going to be a cycle. It's a loop that for every variable that I put here is going to be integrated in only one data set. Okay, this is what this code does. Okay, this here, for example, I open that file. This this is a macro. This is the archivo is basically this one. What I'm doing here, I'm putting the name of the file. The first time is going to be actot, the second time is going to be pass.dot, and then I'm going to attach in the .txt and put in this macro, and then I'm going to use the file, the txt file that is separated by tab or by commas, and then no, actually by tab, because I saved it in txt. Then here I'm gonna drop the first row, and I'm gonna assign the first quarter is gonna be 1995 quarter 1 if is the first row, and so on. The rest of the code is here is gonna be a reshape to change the structure of the data set to a panel data set. This reshape command is extremely efficient. That is not easy to find in another package. And once it is reshaped, now it's gonna sort, and then I'm gonna do some operations here, and at the end I'm gonna create a code for the company, for every company, and here I'm gonna delete this one. Okay, just make sure in this case then the change that I did was in line 70. Just make sure you did that one. Just keep in to variable name, and the other name was in the line 33 that I just took off the BMV. Okay, then the rest should be okay. Just here, just make sure that you have in this if equal to actot. Here you gotta have exactly the first. You gotta put the first name of the variable. If you have another name here, you have pass.dot as the first variable, then you gotta change this if. This one. But in this case, just keep as it is. Okay, actot is the first variable. Only the first variable. I'm gonna create the file for the first time. The second time I'm gonna do a merge, okay, of the data set of all the files in one data set. That is gonna be called datos q bmb in this case. Then I'm gonna delete here also in the line 84. Also delete the bmv, and the rest should work as it is. Okay, then if I run it. If I go here, it will start running, and that's it. Then I have one panel data. If I just type edit, I'm gonna see that I have only one panel data. At the beginning, I have the actot and the pass.dot variables. I have two variables, actot and pass.dot. Okay. For all the companies in every quarter, I have those two columns. Okay, and this is a panel data set because I have Empresa ID and I have a cuarto here. Okay, then just to set this as a panel time series set, I'm gonna type time series set Empresa ID space cuarto. Now this is a panel data set. Then I have to do that for all the variables that I need to integrate in the dataset before I do an analysis, a further analysis such as a fundamental analysis. Then what you have to do is download as many variables as you need from Economatica, format the variables, come back to this loop, and then include here the rest of the variable. For example, act core core, de activo corriente, space. Just make sure you put a space. Then put all the variable that you downloaded from Economatica and you format it in Economatica, and then use the same code, and then you have a complete data set ready to start doing your fundamental analysis or do other computations that you may need. Okay, then I'm gonna keep it as it is. I'm gonna keep save.